Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel, guys. And so this time we're going to be talking about SMU receiver Reggie Roberson Jr. That's why he's going to be signing with the Tennessee Titans here. And so immediately when I saw this signing there, I was thinking like, there's a potential, with Reggie Roberson Jr. here. Obviously, they're going to talk about the injury there. I already know that when we go through the scouting report there. But I mean, we're talking about a receiver that, has some good speed to him, can take a top off the defense there, but there's more to his game than just that. I mean, if he comes back and by the time we get to like camp and stuff like that, or even preseason, I would say around that time frame, he should be back to his form prior to his injuries there. So we can only speak to what he was prior really to that injury there. But if he reclaims form right there, this could end up being a tremendous signing right here for the Tennessee Titans here. So, I mean, this could be honestly what they were hoping to get from Julio Jones. Now, I know that we're talking about Julio Jones and what he's done in this league in terms of established, but Tennessee wanted somebody that was going to be able to come in there and replace what Corey Davis was, being able to take the top off the defense. And so a guy like Reggie Roberson Jr., things playing out as they could with this guy, then hey, sky's the limit. So we'll see how things play out there, but certainly a good one there for the Tennessee Titans. But let's talk a little bit about what we do know. He's 5'11", about 195 pounds there. They say that his arms about, 32 5/8, hands about 9.5, and so his vertical was 29, broad jump 114. They don't have anything listed for his 40 here, but essentially what they say about him is so basically they say that, his overview, they say to get the complete picture of Robinson, it is necessary to study his tape prior to his ACL tear he suffered in 2020. The typical recovery time table should have Robinson back to pre-injury form by next season. All right, so it's about what I said there. And so his grade is based primarily off his tape from 2019 and 2020. They say that he's a high-cut receiver with tight hips who is more speedy than athletic when healthy. He takes the top off of defenses with high power accelerations that can lead to long touchdowns. However, he lacks the short area agility to beat tight man coverage with routine success. Medicals will play a big role in determining the draft day value. Now, again, this is what they had prior heading into the draft day. And so that's obviously, one of the reasons why. But they had him, obviously, they had him as a 7th round projection to potentially a high priority free agent. And his NFL comparison that they have for him is Chris Givens. And so some of the strengths that they talk about here is they say that, he owns drive phase off the snap at rocket juice. They say a trip back to pre-injury tape shows his potential, uses ball tracking radar and adjustments to find the prize. They say second gear to run under an aggressive deep ball, holds off defenders to leverage a landing space for deep sideline tosses. Threatening speed that can open easy stop routes. Again, they did not record his 40 time here, but we're going off of what we saw on film prior to his injury. And they say moves with quarterbacks when plays come off schedule. And, of course, that's important right there to keep those plays extended right there. So especially, right now we know Ryan Tannehill's the guy, but obviously for the future, a guy like Malik Willis that has some speed to him, you got a guy that can, continue to move and get open. Those two, who knows? Maybe, 3, 4, 5 years from now, it could potentially be something. You just never know, guys. But, of course, right now he's not going to be asked to do much other than just to continue to improve at this point. Try to find a way to hang around, whether that's, roster, practice squad, but continue to develop and stuff like that. And then who knows? A couple years down the road, this might actually become a household name. You just never know, guys. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me here for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and also a thumbs up. Leave a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel as well, guys. And with that being said, see you guys next video.